Welcome to our last video in our Hawaii vlog series. So far, we've showed you some drives leading to some incredible destinations like a blowhole, the top of a mountain, and of course, some beautiful views along the way. We have also been to a lava field and several incredible beaches. We also can't forget that we've hit up many food trucks and some amazing food on this trip as well. Today, we are wrapping up our incredible journey in Maui, and we hope that you'll enjoy joining us. We really slowed down and spent our time relaxing the last couple days, and I know a lot of people do that like at the resort by the pool, but we kind of did that looking out our window because this was our view and this is just how we were happiest relaxing. To avoid just showing us looking for sea turtles out our window, I have combined a couple of days, like the last 2 days that we had in Maui, so that it's not a super boring video. If you know us, then you know that we start almost every morning with coffee. So this is the Akaimi coffee. I hope I'm saying that right. I'm doing my best, but I love their boho vibes. We went to the Wailea location, but they have a few throughout the island. The coffee was all right. They had some signature drinks, and I love when coffee shops do that. But truly the main star of the show was this sandwich that had ham, turkey, spicy peanut dressing, and pickled vegetables. It was so good. So I highly recommend checking out this coffee shop, whether it's this location or one of the other ones on the island. And now we are at Makena State Park. So we are in kind of the Wailea area. It's about an hour or so from where we are staying. And it's nap time here for somebody. So yeah, that is kind of what we're doing. We don't have big plans for today, which is the whole point. And we're just gonna kind of check out some of these beaches, I think, down here that we haven't yet. Just a little bit of a different view. So yeah, I think that's our plan for today. Yep. So this is the big beach at Makena State Park. There's the boys.
Oh yeah. Not over here. There's pricklies everywhere, dude.
There's stickies in there. I just stepped on like a huge thorn. Okay, I'll show you a little bit more. So before I do, so you pay for parking here. You also pay per person. How much was it?
It's $20.
So it was $20. There are definitely plenty of free beaches along the way, but this one we really wanted to check out because it's so gorgeous. One thing to be aware of is that the tides here are pretty bad. Like they just put out this flag. They're recommending that people don't swim. And the sign wasn't just like, I don't know if you saw this, Mitch. I don't know if you'll even be able to stick around with that wild child, but the sign wasn't even like, oh, dangerous tides, like you might get swept out. It was like, this is like the #1 injury for spinal injuries.
Yeah.
So that's no joke. We're not going to be getting in the water, but it's gorgeous to look at. And it's snack time. This girl has had some pretty cool, she has eaten in some pretty cool places on this trip, I must say. All right, we walked a little ways past the big beach. This is called Secret Beach. Technically, it's called Pa'ako Beach. I probably am not saying that right. I tried to look up how to pronounce it correctly, and there were like mixed results. But many call it Secret Beach. It actually goes on quite a ways that way, but we have walked enough. She's sleeping, and the toddler is ready to go, I think. I just wanted to check it out. I think it gets a little bit cooler if you keep going, but I'll show you where it is in relation to where we were from Big Beach at Makena State Park. So that is where I was talking to you earlier. So yeah, little hike. That was a pretty successful stop. Saw 2 sea turtles on our walk back to the car. They just kind of look like little shadows in the water unless they come up for air or unless you're like super on top of them, but it's kind of hard to tell. We're going back to the car now. No idea where we're gonna go next. Our little boy really wants to get in the water, and obviously this isn't a safe place to do it, at least today. So we might try to go find a beach for him. We don't really have plans. We'll see what we end up with. We found our boy a beach. And us girls are walking. Let's see, let's check on our girl here. This is Kilani Beach, and then it's kind of in the same place connected to Polo Beach. Kind of hard to tell where one ends and one begins, you know, as beaches are. But the most important thing to know, I think, is that these beaches are surrounded by these beautiful, stunning resorts. And then they have this beautiful walking trail. So we went for a little bit of a walk on the walking trail while Mitchell and William finally got to swim, so that made him really happy, and we were really happy because the views on this trail are absolutely unreal. So I would say, sorry,
No.
Yeah. Anything?
Yeah, that's it. Trail's great. Not wide enough for a double stroller. That's one thing. But it's a great trail. Beautiful scenic view is amazing. And the beach is phenomenal. Sometimes waves come up and it's not great for like a 1.5-year-old, but like there's like 4 and 5-year-olds playing all over the place. The water's not too crazy.
And I mean, there's no flag out, so that's great. So where we are in like the Ka'anapali,
Ka'anapali.
yeah, I think that's how you say it.
I think so.
The Ka'anapali area where we are, I would say is great for families. It can be great for any like group that you're traveling with, really, but I love it for families. But where we are now in like the Wailea type area is great for couples. It's really romantic here, a little bit quieter. Just a little bit more high-end and secluded, I would say, compared to where we are. Both areas are phenomenal, and you can easily visit either one, no matter. Sorry, I keep cutting you out and not.
It's all right. It's all right. It's hard. There's narrow pathway. I gotta dodge people.
But you can easily visit the other one, no matter which one you're staying at. So that's good too. Maybe come and get a feel of both. You could also split your vacation in half, stay half one place, half in the other. It's a lot of work for us to, in our opinion, we don't like to pack up in the middle of vacations, but some people don't mind, and then that way you're getting the best of both worlds. So, a few options there for you, but love both areas for sure. Did I miss anything?
No, it's just a different vibe, but they're
That's
both
true.
really, really cool.
Now I think we're headed to lunch, and I think today's the first day we've been hungry for lunch at actual lunchtime. I think up until today we've wanted lunch at like 9:30 in the morning.
Yeah.
So that's exciting. We're gonna try to hit up the brewery, see how it goes.
Which one are we going to? Maui Brewing Company?
No, it is. Hold on. Okay, sorry, we got interrupted with the passing people, but it's Waikiki Brewing Company.
Waikiki
but it's
Brewing
in
Company.
like the Wailea like shopping center type area, which is very similar to the Whalers. What was it called? Whalers Point?
Village.
Whalers Village.
Yeah.
It's just their version of that. So
Cool,
sorry, I am doing not a great job of filming. I'm trying to like
Just keep me centered.
watch ahead of me because it's so gorgeous here. Right outside this resort area where we're walking right now to our car, it's residential, and I've never seen prettier like landscaping, I don't think, than I have here. It's so pretty. But okay, we're gonna go try to get at least a beer. So that's where we parked. There's a residential area that's absolutely gorgeous. Here's just kind of the backside of the resorts. This is a huge parking area as well, and you just walk right through there to the beach. But then right here is the mountain, and it's just crazy how you can be on just like a random street in Maui, and it's just like stunning. It's just like a random street. Anyway, these little babies are so cute. We saw them on our way in. So cute. Okay, I guess I should help load those babies. See you at lunch. Okay, we're really not going to explore this area, but I wanted to show you how fancy these are. Like Whalers Village is very, very nice, but this place is really fancy.
Pretty cool, yeah.
Okay, I'll show you. On the way home, we stopped at the famous South Maui Fish Co. for poke bowls. It's located in Kihei. The poke was absolutely amazing. We are back at the Airbnb. The brewery, unfortunately, was kind of a bust. They didn't have any of their beers on tap except for one, and it was the one that's kind of like the Bud Light version of their beer, if you know what I mean. You know how like every brewery has kind of like an intro beer to craft beer, and it usually is very similar to like Bud Light, just a little hint of something different. That's the one that we each tried. It was okay. And then instead of eating there, we went to the South Maui Fish Company. It has been on diners, drive-ins, and dives, which I actually didn't know. I was just Googling places to eat, and I found a picture of their poke, and it looked so good. So it's been on my list since we got here. And then I was on their website to look at their menu and found out that they have been on diners, drive-ins, and dives, and they're like a little food truck. And they do sell out every day according to their website. So we got poke on the way home, and it was really, really good. It was perfect, honestly. So now we are taking our daily nap here with this incredible view. I've seen sea turtles every day, like multiple sea turtles. So this has been just like a really good time of day. It's something I really look forward to. And the boys are out playing, running around. So that's what we're doing this afternoon. And now I'm going to show you where we went to lunch on one of the other days on our trip. We just ate lunch at the Burger Shack, and William behind me is just enjoying this wide open space to run around. It's located at the Ritz, and it is pretty fancy. They don't have a huge menu, but they do have very good food with what they do have. So like what they do right. I got ceviche. It was a special for this month. It was super fresh and amazing. Mitch got a burger, and I will be dreaming about the fries, I think, for a while. The fries were really good. They also have boozy milkshakes, so I got a boozy Mai Tai, which was great, and then Mitch got just a normal Mai Tai, which was good as well. I liked mine better, but I think the best part of eating here were the views. Just incredible. So gorgeous. So good lunch spot, a little pricey, but it is Hawaii and it is at the Ritz, so what could you expect, really? Would definitely come here again though. The food was really good. Earlier, when I said fancy, I actually meant expensive, not fancy. The restaurant itself is actually pretty laid back, but it was very expensive. Hawaii in general is not cheap, but this is expensive even for Hawaii. I also think that that can be expected with views like this and at the Ritz, but let us know in the comments if you would eat here or not. One afternoon, we went to Maui Brewing Company for an early dinner. We happened to be there for happy hour, and they had some great deals for happy hour, so I'm really glad that we went. The food was good and the beer was good. I wouldn't say that it's the charm you might be looking for when it comes to breweries, but it was a good experience, and we would definitely go back again, especially because it was located really close to where we were staying. And so tonight we decided to go for a walk. Our Airbnb is right by a bunch of resorts. I wouldn't say like the main resorts, like the Marriott and the Hyatt and all of that. Those are a little bit bigger, and that's a little bit of a bigger area. But there are a bunch of different places to stay around here connected by this boardwalk. We're staying right next to Duke's, the restaurant and bar. So this is the first night we decided to come out here and just kind of check it out and go for a walk. So we did spend some of our evenings walking that path. Like I mentioned earlier in the video, we just loved our condo and taking in the views from our condo so much that we didn't walk this path every night. I felt like our views were better than the views from the walking path, but it was a really nice thing to do on some of the nights. It was so well taken care of, absolutely gorgeous. It's fun to see the other resorts and the pools, and you do have ocean views as well. This is also where Duke's is. Duke's was literally like a stone's throw from where we stayed, and I really wanted to eat at Duke's on this trip, but unfortunately it just didn't happen. We did get drinks from Duke's one night, so pretty close. I think that we're going to Oahu in February, so hopefully we get a chance to eat at the Duke's in Oahu when we're there. But anyways, yes, this shows a little bit more of the beach path, and it's just such a vacation tropical vibe that I think that you'll love if you enjoy kind of being out by the beach and if you don't have like the greatest view from your room.
On the beach and the margarita, something Malachi margarita.
Here's this is the perfect place to spend the afternoon, isn't it? Just get some energy out. It's just wide open. He can go wherever he wants to go. I know I mentioned how much we liked our views from our condo a couple of times in this video, but I didn't really mention it in any of the other videos, even though it was such a huge part of our vacation. Truly, we spent a couple of hours every day just looking at these views, but mostly looking for wildlife. Like, we saw turtles every day. at every time of the day. You could always see at least one turtle. Sometimes we saw like up to 5. We also saw seals on 2 different days. I guess just one seal on 2 different days, but still very, very cool. And then we also saw this huge pod of dolphins twice. So just the viewing from our window was incredible. And that's kind of why we preferred to look out the window than go on the beach walk. Like, it was really cool to see all of the different things along the beach walk and to be outside, but there was just nothing that compared to being able to see turtles from our window. We had a balcony as well, so we weren't just like sitting inside the whole time. But anyway, I just wanted to mention that because, like I said, it was such a huge part of our vacation, and it was just so cool. Another thing is that we were actually there a little after whale season. And one day I was watching out our window, and I swear out of the corner of my eye, I saw something jump that was just too big to be anything but a whale. And I just kept looking and didn't see anything again. And I didn't put a lot of effort into it because so many people had said in all the Facebook groups, the whales are gone. Don't even look for them. They're gone. They're long gone, you know? And then Mitchell saw one pretty far away. And we, at that point, tried much harder to look for it. And we did capture a little bit of it on camera, but hardly. Like, it was so zoomed in. It's kind of crappy quality, and it's out of the frame a little bit, but you can kind of see here his little fin. So I wasn't crazy the first time I thought I saw one. We definitely saw a whale. So that was really cool. I can't wait to go back to Maui during whale season. I have never seen a whale. This was my second time in Maui, and the last time I went was whale season, but everyone I was in Hawaii with had already been on a whale tour, so they didn't want to go. So this is a huge bucket list for me to go back during whale season. It is our last day. Sorry about the quality here. It's pretty bright, but we're not moving. So we sent the boys off to Target. They're gonna get a few things that we needed for our flight for tomorrow, because our flight leaves too early to go before the flight. And so we are just enjoying one last nap with these views, watching the turtles, and sitting in that we actually have to leave tomorrow. But man, this week went fast, so fast. It's fun to watch the rain when it comes through as well. You can see that little storm over there. It is so bittersweet to be wrapping up our Hawaii vlog series. I have loved reliving our Hawaii trip with you, and hopefully along the way you've also found it to be entertaining or helpful for your trip to Hawaii. Even though I'm sad to be wrapping up our time in Maui, we do have some amazing Florida content coming your way in the next couple of weeks, so hopefully you're looking forward to that. Make sure you hit that subscribe button so you don't miss it, and we are so excited to take you with us to our next destination.